Hey everyone, I'm back. My son just left. My daughter is out. We're going to use this one. I'm almost done with this one too. It's another paper pad that I'm like, yes, I'm almost done with it. It's great. My daughter's, today's her Sunday basically, and so she goes back to work tomorrow, and so she's out with her the CCs are together, and they're out having drinks and dinner, and so so she's gone, and then Tim went back on his tour today, and he won't be home till Tuesday, possibly Thursday. So let's hope I don't have any catastrophes at home. I tell you guys, whenever he's gone, stuff happens. So, I tell you, if it's not one thing, it's another. So, hopefully we can have a smooth week. So, we shall see. Ugh, there's a big old glare. Where's that glare coming from, you guys? What is that one? Is that that? Ooh, it is that. Okay. Oh, you know why? Because I turned it on. Okay, let's try and turn it again. I had it this way, and I was wondering why I had it that way. Oh, look at me. Oh, I fixed it, but what is this one? Is it this one? No, it's that one too, huh? There we go. Kind of fixed it. Okay, let's get started. So, oh my gosh, you guys. It has been a fun day. Okay, it has been a complete fun day. I don't think I told you, but 2 weeks ago, I printed out... Was it 2 weeks ago? I'm pretty sure it was 2 weeks ago. I printed out everything. I printed out all the way to week 7 pictures. And guess what happened today? I grabbed number 7 and I am done. So I have 5, 6, 7 done. And so those videos will be coming out this week. All this week. Because I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do this week. And... you guys, I keep watching YouTube, and it's bad. YouTube, you are bad, because it makes me want to do all the crafts. You know, I just want to do it all, which means buy it all, which means ouch. So yeah, and that's a serious problem. So right now, I am loving shaker cards. There's a lady on YouTube called Christian. You know, when ladies have names like that, you know, like Kristen and Kirsten, but it's like, until you hear it, you don't know how to actually say it, and you feel kind of silly. Well, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at in things. It's Christian. I think that's how she says it. She says it. Okay. So, sometimes you just want to say dumb butt, but with the other word. So, for myself. And, so yeah. But anyways, it's Christian. Let's just go with that. Christian's, Crafty Adventures, I think it is. Holy crud, you guys. You totally need to find her on YouTube, because she is amazing. Oh, look at the babies. Oh, look at how cute. She was totally sleeping on her like that. It was so cute. She was so tired. I think this was like the second day of drugs. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't think so. This is just her normal thing. But so anyways, let's see. And what was it telling you? Anyway, so yeah, well, I watch Scrap Diva 29. I watch her. I watch Craft Purge. I might get my head in the way, sorry. I watch oh wait, I usually don't do this because of that reason, dummy. I swear it's been that kind of day. So, because it'll take me forever to try and line this up on camera, right? So I know this. Let me get back on track, you guys. That's what happens when I go right into a story. And then I get distracted because I'm like, crafts, new crafts, gotta buy it all. So I gotta figure out what to sell in order to buy more. So I have lots to sell, you guys. I have lots and lots to sell. I just don't know how to do it yet. But I'm gonna put my head. And so anyway, so I watch her, Craft Purge, Describe Diva 29, there's way more, but those are like the main ones right now. And boy, oh boy, Bona Live Love Scrap, I think, Live Love something, and they're so cute. This is what they look like. This is what I'm filming. This is where they're at, right in front, right here, and that is what they look like. And that's probably what they were doing. I was filming and they were sleeping like that. So, but anyways, I watch them. These ladies are so unbelievably talented. Oh my goodness, you guys, so talented. I'm like, and then they like to swap with each other, and they make these 3D projects that are amazing. They're just amazing, and I'm like, I would love to be able to craft like that, but like to swap like that. But okay, I'll be honest with you guys. There is a little problem with that, is that I love to create things. I love creating. I really, really love creating things. I do not like keeping things. I do not like I made all kinds of quilts when I used to be a quilter, right? And I used to quilt with my mom for many years, and I used to make all kinds of quilts, and I sold them all, and I gave some away. So I sold, gave the whole shebang. And I only have like one left, I think, but because I love to make and create, but I do not like storing. I do not like keeping things. I don't, and I don't know if it's a flaw or what, but I don't. And so I'm fortunate enough to be able to partner with a quilt shop that is they're friends. And we used to craft together, right? And they let me, what is that, cosign? No, not cosign, consignment, use them as a consignment. So I think that's right, I'm not sure. But so they take my like cards or some of my projects and they sell them for me, and they make money off of me like that. Like they get a percentage, and that works for me because that lets me get more things. I know everything seems really blown out. I made those. That was from the Pink Barn, I think, on YouTube. You know how she shows the fake food, Bargain Bethany. Those Dollar Tree ladies, they know they do the fake food. Well, I got those from the Dollar Tree, these right here. And then I made them with the spackling. And I put a foam, though, underneath. And so it's just a little bit of spackling. And that was from my love... it's Valentine's, but my love themed front door, and that's what I made for the tier tray. So fun. But I did you know, that's what made me think about the fact that I got that I don't like keeping things, because I made these, but I did know, and I told Tim, I'm like, okay, I love making things, but I don't want to store it for next year. So I ended up doing a shout out with friends and said, hey, you know, I have the stuff from my tables, some of the stuff from my tables, like my gnomes I'm keeping, you know, things like that I kept. But the stuff I actually made, the food wise, I'm like, hey, if you guys want it, come get it. You're more than welcome to it. So they came and got it, and that was cool. So I'm glad they're able to use it, because I'm done, you know. I made it for a purpose, and I'm good. So, but I want to say it's a flaw, because sometimes you wish, you know, you did keep this stuff sometimes, because it would be cool to have it. But yeah, and I don't quilt anymore. And honestly, I kept all my stuff. This is that typewriter I was telling you about, you guys, that I got, that I found for $20. It was great. I was like, yes. At that Savers, when I took my mom and Cheyenne to that place, the Goodwill, and And I found that one for $20. Yeah. And I got a discount on it too because Cheyenne had a coupon. So it was cool. And then, well, actually, Cheyenne had a coupon, and then we went again like 2 weeks later, and we got another discount because we went on a Tuesday, and it was like seniors day, and it was, you know, like 55 and over or something. So my mom, I was like, Mom, you're useful, cool. So she's like, yeah. And then it's you know, it's kind of funny because my mom is 4'11", and she's big busted, and so we always and she's got a child's size 4 foot, like child's, and size 4, and so my mom's really kind of weird, and she's fun, but she's weird, and she was always that mom you're always embarrassed about when, you know, growing up, because she discovered the Michael Jordan light up shoes, you know, when in the 80s and kids had them. Well, my mom bought them for herself, and then she had, you know, I got pink Converse, you know, the long ones that went up to like your shin, or past your, not your shin, but close. And that was my mom. She had them too, and it was just funny. Look at their butt to butt. And cool, good vibes only. So I don't think I wanted it that tall though, but there we go. I wanted it here actually, which is okay because you won't see that stuff. It's fine. But anyway, so, yeah, so my mom had light up shoes and all that good stuff. You know, and the kids, when they stomp and when they walk, and then their shoes do the whole back when LED was like new. That was my mom. And so anyway, so she's big busted, size 4 shoe, and we always tell her, you know, don't lean forward, Mom. Don't lean forward. And then when we go places, and then she whips out these dollars, and I'm always, and I've told you that before, but you know, she whips out these dollars. I'm like, wow, Mom, you have a good night? She's like, heck yeah, I shook it. So yeah, that's where I get my personality from, is my mom. But so she, yeah, so it's fun being with her and stuff. And so, and her birthday is the 20th, you guys. And, oh, let me give a shout out to Jennifer. Her kids, her daughter just turned 16, and her twin boys turned 10. Happy birthday. I have to get your card in the mail, you guys. I'm so sorry. I squirrel, you know, pretty much. So I promise to send it. You might get it for Christmas, but you'll get a card for their birthday. But I want to give them a shout out for their birthday. So, and they live in Canada, I believe. Canada. I know Canada is a state, but I know that there's different branches, like Texas, you know, and California. I think Canada's like that too, right? So they live in Canada, but I don't know which one. Look at, my husband made that. My husband made me that because I was like, I really like the Starbucks ice cold drinks, and he's, I'll make you one. So he made me one. Isn't that neat? So yes, I'm gonna write that in there. But anyway, so yeah, and so yeah, so anyways, I got that. I don't know why that all came up, but hey, you know what? We got to fill the time, right? So I might as well tell you about my mom and her big boobs. So yeah, it's that kind of night, you guys. It really is. So hey, we're just gonna chill it. But anyways, I've already watched Peppermint today. Oh, I love that movie. It's my favorite all-time movie. It is amazing, and I already watched it. So now I'm watching, what is it called? Something, oh, I'll get it when it's, because I'm going to have a long video. My library, and there is the new typewriter. So now I have 7 typewriters, you guys. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and only this one is electric. Right? Electric? Yeah, because manual is boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Manual is a stick shift, which Cheyenne and I don't know how to drive, which is awesome. So, yep. You no matter what you do in life, you guys always teach your kids, doesn't matter if they're a girl or boy, teach them how to drive a stick shift if you can. Like Cordell, he can't do it. He would be dead in the water. So he couldn't figure it out. He couldn't learn. So he is, you know, because they always think of the Amazing Race, and they're always dead in the water when they get to the stick shift, the manual cars in different countries. So that would not be Cheyenne, and that would not be me. So of course Tim, he knows, he's the one who taught us. But yeah, so this is another one from that Creative Mojo company, the one I did the unboxing for. So now my friend Amy the Great, she's called Amy the Great, that's her company name. Her name is Amy Dillon. She makes these little Care Bears, and I asked her for a Deadpool and a Maleficent, and she came through amazingly. I'm going to stick it up closer so that way maybe you can see her hashtag and stuff, and you can. She has them. They're $5 each. Are you going to focus? There you go. Amy the Great. Okay, it's called Amy the Great. So it's AIMEE. And then the Great. So she made Maleficent and Deadpool, you guys. Oh, they're just awesome. So they're $5 each. They're on Etsy, and they're worth it. I bought 2 of each because, yeah. And I have them, one in each of my craft rooms because they're awesome. They really are. So she did such a great job. And then she has another Care Bear, I think, with Pennywise on its belly. I don't know what that is, but I gave it to my mom because that was the first one she made, and I was like, okay, you know, I like supporting friends if I can. And stickers, yeah, I got you, girlfriend. So can't go wrong with stickers. And but yeah, and I think she has more out, but their characters I don't know. And she likes horror. She likes horror stuff, so that's her. That seems to be what she likes to draw too. This is our girls' day, right? Our girls' day. And when I got my typewriter, so that was, I actually let Cheyenne drive, you guys. Oh gosh, I gotta tell you this story, you guys. Not about Cheyenne's driving. This is so blown out, and I'm so sorry. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it, actually. But maybe if, I don't know. Maybe, let me see what I can do. What is it telling you? Yeah, it's just blown out. I don't even know what to do. Okay, so I don't know what to do. Okay, well, I got a little bit of time left before it turns off. So I'm still gabbing, but I guess I'm not going slow, which is good. Okay, so the story. So let me tell you, I think there was something else I was telling at the same time, but that is not my world right there, so it's gone. But the story I had to tell you is about, you guys know, because I've always told you guys how much of a control freak I am. I am a severe control freak, and that's why I'm like, if it wasn't for Timothy, we would still not be together, because I am just awful. I'm an awful control freak, and I don't mean to be, but it's just, I can't let go. And so, well, part of that is, you know how I'm totally terrified of balloons, Mylar balloon, not Mylar, the regular, the EE ones, ugh, the gross ones. Ah, don't freak me out already. So we'll just ignore it, because it's gonna freak me out. And well, I'm terrified of fireworks and all that stuff too. Anything that pops, right? Anything that pops or is sudden, like poof, I can't handle it, because I'm a control freak, and suddenness stuff, the suddenness of things. There we go. Proper English. Let's go from the beginning. Good job. Okay. I tell you, this was an amazing book. This one, this is the second in the series. The first one was pretty darn boring. This one though, oh yeah, This one was 5 stars. These are not stars, of course. These are just embellishments. But yeah, and I had to use the gun because why not? And it was amazing. This book was awesome. Yeah, so awesome. I would read it again. So, okay, so anyways, yeah, I can't stand fireworks, can't do any of that stuff. Freaks me the heck out. Well, so I get a call, because remember, you know, the doctor, the neurologist is trying to do testing on me, and I still haven't got my approval for my MRI yet, so I'm still waiting for that one. But like I said, he doesn't feel I have MS, but he does feel I have carpal tunnel. And so with my hands, and so what ended up happening is I was supposed to get a nerve test, right? I was supposed to get that done April 7th. Well, then I tell everybody, I'm home all day. If you have a cancellation and you need someone to fill it, I'm here. I'm down the street. I can go immediately. They're like, okay. So they put me down always. And, well, not always, but, you know, it almost sounds like, you know, I'm a princess and yeah, I get what I want. No. So, you know, that's not true. Well, I am a princess, but still, I don't get what I want from other people, only from my husband and my parents. But anyways, well, okay, yeah. This is also another good book. Kel Carpenter, this series right here is so good. But I'll be honest with you guys, there's four books in this series, and I did not read number 4 because I read reviews on it, and they were saying that it wasn't as good, so I kind of wanted to leave it with the goodness. And so, yeah, so I'm not sure if I ever will read the last one, but I own it, so we'll see. But yeah, anyways, so I get a call. Okay, so when did I do that? Yesterday, right? What is yesterday? Yesterday was Friday. So Thursday night, I get a call. It says, hey, we have a cancellation. Do you want to come in and do it, your nerve test? And I said, yeah, I'll go in. And it was like, okay, now I'm not sure exactly what I thought was going to happen, but I know they told me it was going to be a little shock. You're going to get a little shock. Well, I have a TENS unit that I wear a lot and on my back. And so I'm like, okay, electrical shocks. Okay, I can get that. Okay, I can do that, right? So I'm kind of, you know, I don't want to give myself anxiety, but I'm like, okay, I can do this. It's fine. And they're saying it doesn't hurt. And I'm like, okay. And everyone figures, okay, well, you have tattoos, so, you know, suck it up, buttercup, right? Which I'm all in agreement about. But there are certain things that just are not kosher to me. And so... okay, so the doctor's the one who does the test. So the doctor is kind of shy, is what they say. And I am one of those people who gets nervous and starts spewing weird things. I do. I spew the weirdest things possible, and it freaks people out, and it makes me laugh, and I'm sadistic that way. I don't know. I don't mean to be, but hello, I can't help myself. Things just happen because I'm freaked out. And so this was a good book also. I need to buy more. I need to buy the rest of the series, but the only problem is on some of these books I just bought, they're $13 a piece. Well, there's like 6 in the series. Well, you know, I'm like, okay, and the library's not open. So I'm like, and nor does the library have these type of books. So I'm like, so we're going to stay with one for a little while, and then we'll gradually figure out what to do after that. But anyways, so I go, okay, so I go in, I sit down, and he's like, okay, it looks like a cattle prod, you guys, a cattle prod, an electrical, talk about anxiety. I was all kaboom, instant, like sweat everywhere, sweat bubbles, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I look like the guy from X-Men who went through the radiation thing and now is turning into jelly, and I'm like, that's me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm freaked out. Senator Kelly, I think is his name. It's gonna turn. So, okay, I kind of moved it a little bit while I was on a break real quick. Okay, so anyway, so I get there, I'm sitting down, I see the cattle prod, I instantly get nervous. Then he puts the little, he starts saying, okay, we're gonna get pulses here, like here, 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 here. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so he says you're gonna, it doesn't hurt, but it's a shock. And I'm like, one of the things that I hate, you guys, is getting shocked. I hate getting shocked so much that when my family, my kids and my husband accidentally shock me, they run for cover. Because I am prone to smacking the heck out of someone who shocks me. Because I hate it that much. Scares the poop out of me. And I'm like, ah. So yeah, so they run. And so here this guy is purposely shocking me. And I need to try and not hit him. Because yeah, that would be bad. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's making me even more nervous to not have a what is it called? Almost like an instantaneous reaction of smacking him. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So, so I'm nervous, you guys. And it's making him nervous. The poor guy starts sweating because I'm sweating. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm making comments, which honestly, I don't even remember what kind of comments I have. You know, my kind of comments are in the form of like, wouldn't you rather have been a gynecologist, you know, kind of thing. So that's how my personality and my nervousness reacts to things when I'm so anxiety prone. And I'm like, gosh, you know, and then in my head, I'm like, shut up, you know, don't stop talking to him like this. And I'm like, I can't help myself. It's just, I'm so darn nervous, you guys. And it just happens. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So here this poor guy is trying to shock me. I want to say electrocute me. And so this a little prong here and a little prong here. I am sweating so much that these sticky things that he had literally had to go and try and peel off the plastic is just basically hanging on by a thread because I am sweating so much. So I'm like, okay, don't move. He's like, don't move. And I'm like, okay, don't move. And then he shocks me and my hand goes, bah! And I'm like, bah! So yeah, we got to one arm. Oh my God, we got to one arm. He goes, do you want to do the other one? I go, no, I'm good. I'm good. You have mild to moderate carpal tunnel. I'm good. Okay. I'm like, all right, that's okay. I'm like, oh gosh. So yeah, we did not get very far. We got to one arm, and even then, that one arm was not even done correctly because he's all, you're sweating so much, and you're it's taking the stuff off of the gel, so it's not reading it correctly, right? And I'm like, sorry. I'm like, there's nothing I can do. So he's trying to wipe my hands with this tissue, and I'm like, it's just bubbling, you guys. I am bubbling in freaking sweat, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am good. So yeah, that's what ended up happening. So I got home and my hands started hurting, and I told Tim also I was probed. I'm like, I did not like that. And so I was like, yeah, it didn't hurt, but it's that freakiness of the suddenness of not knowing what's going to happen. Yeah. So I was like, can you just take me to the hospital and then like put me under anesthesia and then do all your testing? He's like, no. And I'm like, well, I don't want to do it then. Like, I'm good. So yeah, look at, they're awake. Denise, they're awake. So this is me at my craft desk. This is me at my Nook, and this is them going, hey mom, can you go to bed so I can lay on you? So yeah, and but that's what ended up happening. And so needless to say, I got one arm done and it wasn't proper. And then but then he did the He was sweating, you guys. I mean, I'm telling you guys, he was sweating, and I felt so bad. I was making him so nervous. He's all, don't scream because you're going to scare the other patients. I said, I'm not trying to scream. You know, I said, I won't scream. But I don't even know if I did or not, because I'm like, did I go, ooh, I don't know, because I was so freaking nervous. I don't know what happened. So, yeah, I'm glad I'll never do that again. I'm like, I'm good. Unless you can put me out, do not shock me. Do not shock me, because this chick cannot handle being shocked. Really cannot. And, yeah, it's not a good thing, you guys. So, I felt bad. But I'm sure he was glad to see me leave, because I was like was I his... I was his first patient of the day. Oh, poor guy. So poor guy, yeah. I felt so bad for him. But my gynecologist who referred me to him was saying, she goes, you and your comments and him and his shyness, oh Lord. She's like, I can only imagine what that office visit is like. I was like, I know. Tell me about it. I was like, I'm so sorry. And then, you know, with shy guys and the way that I speak, I'm like, yeah, he's probably gonna drink when he gets home. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. So yeah. Oh, Lord, you guys, I feel so awful. But anyways, so nerve testing done. So mild to moderate. Yeah, carpal tunnel on both hands. The left is probably more severe, but we will never know. I'm just telling you that right off the bat. So yeah, we'll never know. So now I know that when they say, oh, we're going to shock you, I'll be like, yeah to the no. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. Unless you can put me under, please do not touch me with no cattle prod. Gosh. So, and then it's not like, you know, there was one time he did it like 3 in a row. Like he didn't let up and that was okay. But then it's that anticipation that was killing me. The anticipation of when it's going to happen. That's where I was having a problem with. Poor hubby's on a call. And so that's where the anxiety came from, was the anticipation. And so he did one where he did like 3 in a row, and I was like, oh, that's not so bad. And then, but it's the single ones that were like, whew, no thanks. So, lesson learned, you guys. I just can't do it. I cannot, will not, Sam I am, will not be a guinea pig to a cattle prod ever again. So, yeah. So, there we go. Okay, you might see my head, sorry. I actually did an overlay because it was so bright. But then, you know, I don't know. I love this layout. This layout was so fun for me. And I'll tell you what, you guys, the next 2 layouts, very, very fun. Sorry, I'm going to put my head in the way. Were very, very fun. This was a collection I got from the flea market, the craft flea market. And it was so fun to use it. I just love using my stuff. And it was neat to use it. And so, and it matches, of course, because it's all Echo Park. Sorry guys if you see my head, I need a dye job. So yeah, a dye job badly. But I don't want to spend money on it, because I'll tell you what, did I finish telling you the story about? No, I didn't. Anyways, the latest obsession with YouTube are shaker cards. No, not cards, shaker everything. Shake everything. And so so now I have to go by okay, so that Christiane, so I totally forgot. See, I totally went over that story. Christian, she buys real sprinkles from like the bakery departments and uses that as her shaker bits. And I'm like, that's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, so I ended up going to Michaels.com and Joann's.com, and they all had 20-25% off coupons today. So I got a lot of stuff for like $7 and $1 something. So now I have all these sprinkles that are going to be coming. Well, not that coming, yeah. So I have to go buy, I have to go pick them up. But I'm going to go pick them up on Monday. So that's that. But I'll show you what the shaker card. And I guess there's a lady whose name is Poochie. Poochie, which I think in the Spanish world is smelly, but I don't know. Is that a universal? Is Poochie a universal saying? I don't know, but that's what I grew up hearing. But she's having a straw challenge, and this is what I made for my straw challenge, which will be on Instagram tomorrow. But this was from Nicole. This is designed by Nicole Silhouette, and this is on Amazon, the heart die. It's a heart die. You probably can't really tell. And then this is from Simple Stories, and these are from Hobby Lobby. But this is my straw challenge. But this is the shaker, and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with shakers now. So I bought the real sprinkles to put in there. So I can't wait to make more projects. But I'm making a lot of Easter projects for my table for our Easter party we're having. All right, guys. So, let me say thank you to Denise Wright and Teresa Clary and Alicia Moore. So hopefully I finished all my stories. I'm not sure, but hopefully I did. And it looks like I moved the cameras, and like that helped, or not the cameras, the light. So hopefully that helped a little bit. All right, guys, another long video. I'm so sorry. It's just jibber jabbing. All right, guys, take care. Love you guys. I will be back this week because I have 6 and 7 to do, and to film, and then I am only 4. Well, I'll be 5 on Monday, weeks behind, but so fun. I love it. All right, guys, take care. See y'all. Bye.